Hi, I'm Derek, and this exercise will help you to develop your flow around the drums. So what I try to find are stickings which help me to flow in like natural paths from one drum to another. And let's start with the famous paradiddle, and I start with the right hand on the snare drum. I play 4 16th notes, or the first 4 16th notes of a paradiddle on the snare drum. And now I try to find an easy path to another drum. And the easiest path would be to play with the left hand on the reck tom and not crossing to the floor tom or the stand tom. So the first 4 I play here, and the next 4, starting with the left hand on the reck tom, I play here. So now the right hand is playing the next 4 strokes of the paradiddle. So I can move back to the snare drum, or I can move to the floor tom. Then it sounds like this. And the last 4 strokes, to make it or to fill it up to a 4/4 bar, is to play again the paradiddle with the left hand, and I could move to the snare drum or to the reck tom again. I choose the reck tom, and this is the whole figure. Okay, now I'm adding the hi-hat on each quarter note. So I would recommend to play this figure for 5 minutes with a metronome, and really to feel the flow around the drums, and it becomes very easy to play. What I now do is to play this pattern or this orchestration, this path, over and over again, and speed it up after a while. Okay? So let's move back to the beginning. We started on the snare drum with the right hand, then moved on to the reck tom, floor tom, and let's do the combination where you go back to the snare drum. Sounds like this. And so on. There are different combinations. For example, moving back and forth between these 2 drums. The next step is to start on the snare drum with your left hand, because in a live situation sometimes you start your fill-ins or your solos or whatever with your right hand, or sometimes with your left hand, and so you're training to develop a flow with either hand. Okay, so let's try to find out which path we find now when we're starting with the left hand on the snare drum. Okay, so the right hand can move to the floor tom or to the reck tom. Or okay, let's move to the floor tom. And then we can move with the left hand again to the snare drum, so we can switch back and forth between these two drums, or we can move to the reck tom. And then we could move back to the snare drum or back to the floor tom. I choose the floor tom, sounds like this. Okay, so there are many possibilities to start on the snare drum. Let's move on, starting with the right hand on the reck tom. Okay, so with your left hand, it's not very easy and comfortable to move to the floor tom, sorry. So it doesn't feel really natural, so I play it on the snare drum. But now you can choose between the floor tom or the reck tom, so you can move between these two drums, or switching now to the floor tom, so it's and now you can move back to the reck tom or back to the snare drum. Okay, same thing with your left hand. There are many possibilities. And the third drum, so I show you this concept on the standard jazz or bebop kit with 2 toms and 1 snare drum. Let's start with the floor tom, the right hand. And the left hand can move to both drums, so I switch to the reck tom. Then you can move with the right hand to the floor tom or the snare drum, but I move back to the floor tom. And then I can move to the snare drum, and it sounds like this. Again, many possibilities. Starting with your left hand. This is not very comfortable. And what you do is you stay on the floor tom and play the right hand also on the floor tom. And then you are free to move around the drums. I've made a list on PDF which you can download, of course, for free on my website, and the website link is here down in the description. And try or practice all combinations, all paths to develop a good flow. The next step would be to improvise the paths. Start very slowly.
Start very slowly.
That's very important, and try to follow what your arms are doing. And I will give you a short example of an improvisation. Of course, you can play and practice this method with different stickings and different subdivisions. And I will show you a few ideas with this combination or this path. So it's the snare drum, reck tom, floor tom, reck tom. And I start with quarter notes. Playing eighth notes, I would recommend to play double strokes. Okay? Triplets, you play alternating strokes. And 16th note, which I've showed before, is the paradiddle. And with the paradiddle you have more possibilities to change the sticking, but I stay with the first or the single or the basic single paradiddle. Right, left, right, right, left, right, left, left. So the goal is to find a sticking which alternates the hand when you're switching the drum. So when I start on the snare drum, I start with the right hand, and it doesn't matter what subdivision you play, but the sticking you have to choose, in my opinion, or in this exercise, that when you're moving to the next drum, that you play or start with the other hand. So I play right, some strokes in between, then left, and again right and left. And the quarter notes are the best example to show this. So you play right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left. Doubles, right, right, left, left, right, right, left, left, right, right, left, left, right, left. Triplets, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left. Or the 16th notes paradiddle, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left. And of course you can go on and find different stickings for some more advanced subdivisions, like quintuplets or sextuplets, septuplets, or also 32nd notes. And I will give you some sticking ideas. For example, for the quintuplet, like 5-stroke, would be the easiest thing for me is right, left, left, right, right. For the one, for the right hand starting, and the left hand is left, right, right, left, left. Okay, I will show you. For the sextuplet, it's a double paradiddle. It's right, left, right, left, right, right, and left, right, left, right, left, left. For the septuplet, it's right, left, left, right, left, right, right. So I divided it in 3 plus 4. So you have right, left, left, the 3-note grouping, and the paradiddle, right, left, right, right, the 4-note grouping. And on the other beat, it's left, right, right, left, right, left, left. And the 32nd note pattern is an inverted double, which switches on the other beat. So it's, I have to count, so it's right, left, left, right, right, left, left, right. And then the other beat is left, right, right, left, left, right, right, left. Now I will show you to play the quarter note, the 8th notes, triplets and 16th notes, like one exercise, and sounds like this. A little bit faster. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so try to come up with your own ideas, own stickings, own combinations. This is just a basic idea from me. And most of the time I use this kind of exercise as a warm-up, to warm up the body and the arms and move around the drums. And have fun with this exercise and let me know what you think about it. See you next time. Bye!